What's up, my diggers? Well, as you can see, we're back down in the dungeon. I haven't been down here in a while. And, yeah, hasn't changed much.
Like to say what's up, guy. It's our way to say hi. In February, it is good to know a plow guy. It is shaped like a key, also where I like to ski. Tell by my belt buckle that I'm most definitely from.
We did get out on a little hunt today. Hit my neighbor's house. He actually moved out. Him and his wife were getting on in their years, and she was suffering from dementia pretty bad, and Alzheimer's and stuff like that. So, and he was having a hard time basically taking care of himself, let alone, you know, anybody else. So they're living with family in another state, and I've been granted full permission to hunt the property. Let's get to it. Well, for a lack of anything better to do and footage that I don't have for this week's video, my neighbor has moved out. He's 94 years old. His wife is 89 years old. His house is 115 to 120 years old. I'm going to clean these things up. Got some goodies. I'm going to clean them up and show you what we got. Stand by, my diggers. Well, the very first target I dug over there was this beautiful brooch. And I just come in, my yard's over there. I walked straight in. Didn't have time to ground balance, just checking things out. First object up for your pleasure. It's a brooch. Let me get a better look at this one. So this is really nice. It's got some gold plating or gold gilding on the back. Some stones right there. That's really fancy. It was probably 4 inches down. I'll show you a better picture when I get it all cleaned up. It's missing a couple of stones, which I'm sure are real diamonds. Only because that's real gold. Got to be 24 karat. I know it looks like there's copper showing through, but they just do that to fool you. That's a nice little brooch, though. Rang up like a 77. This piece is pretty neat. I know the guy that lived there was a vet, and this one says, well, this is pretty cool. I'm not sure exactly what it says. Something, guaranteed delivery, blah, 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 any mailbox. Something, Cincinnati, Ohio. Huh. I don't know what it is. It's got like a plastic film in the back. That's pretty cool. Ohio. All you Buckeyes out there. What's up, my diggers? Postage guaranteed. Finder, drop in any mailbox. Disabled American veteran. Cincinnati, Ohio. Something 5214. But once I got it back in here, I thought it was pretty cool that I could identify it to Cincinnati, Ohio. But that must just be where the Disabled American Veterans things centrally went back then. What's even cooler about this piece is when you flip it over, right in there, it almost looks like a license plate. But it does say, live free or die, across the top, and then some sort of serial number, and then New Hampshire across the bottom. So that's really neat. I don't know if this must have been like attached to some sort of an ID badge, or you put it on your key ring for when you were checking in or checking out at maybe at the VA or something. That's really cool. I thought it was a 59, but it's not. It's a 68. Alright, semi-live dig. 82, 83 repeatable. Weak and deep like we like them. I don't know. Copper penny comes up like that. So does a clad dime. Or a silver dime, maybe. Oh, it's deep. Let me get right back to you guys. Sometimes I hate when I'm right. 1959. Memorial. Was pretty deep though. Oh well. It's a penny. Still a memorial. I wasn't wrong. I thought I was wrong once. I'm never wrong. One time I was mistaken. And this beautiful milk of magnesia cobalt. This is why we dig iffy signals, people. Alright. So I'm just swinging around and I get a bottle cap signal bouncing between 85 and 66. I think I found the burn pit. Look at all this stuff that's in here, though. It's all like coals and ashes and junk. So I think I found a burn pit. You know, there's little bits of everything in here. But this one caught my eye. Phillips milk of magnesia. It's cobalt, baby, and it's a sick one. Made in the USA. Mosquitoes are getting me. That's how you know something is old. Just by that alone. It's pretty sad nowadays that that's the timestamp of something old. Made in USA. I'm almost done here. The skeeters are ready to carry me away. That's full and intact. I'd say 1900s, 1930s, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's got a screw on top, and it's metal. And it's still intact, so it's not crazy old, 30s, 40s maybe, but sweet. With a screw on top. I'm guessing 30s, 40s. I'm not sure though. That's pretty cool. And this here, porcelain jar lid. Last dig, big jar lid. This whole side of this hill is all trash pit, all ashes dumped out and that kind of stuff. But I've never found one of these. The ceramic piece inside. So that's pretty cool. I'll get some better detail off of it in a minute. Damn mosquitoes. Never found one of these before. It says Boyd's Genuine Porcelain Lined. Of course, it rang in like a frickin' manhole cover. It wasn't that deep at all, but I know they're old. That's pretty cool. And I didn't really get them on film because the mosquitoes were trying to eat me alive. But there's another part off of a Schrader valve for an old, like off a Model A or Model T. That's the part that would go over the valve that came through the tire that was attached to the inner tube on the inside. And then the stem would come out of here. And what hunt wouldn't be complete without one of these. I didn't even bother cleaning it. An old hair clip thingy. I'm not sure what you call it, but it's one of these. Yeah, I know these. I know it's a hair clip. My mother had a whole bunch of these things. A tarp grommet. Sometimes you can actually get dates off of these. I haven't cleaned this one up enough yet, but if I do and it has a date on it, I'll put a still photo in. And that's the hunt. I did find, ironically, once I came back down to my dungeon, I found another one of these. I use these prescription medicine bottles to keep all my finds, my worthwhile collecting finds in. Oh, I found this piece of a hinge too. That's pretty cool. And I found all these little doodads that I don't even know if I did a video on these finds. I remember the hunt. I was with Charlie and Just Bob and Keebler and everybody. but I don't remember if I ever did it because I never cleaned these. So I don't know if I did a video on these. This is either a piece of a crotal bell or a hinge of some kind. It's really thin. Big old dandy button. And part of a drawer pull. A couple other straggly buttons. But that was today. So there it is, boys and girls. The end of a short hunt. Not too bad for an hour's time. The brooch, the Disabled American Veterans tag, a couple of Wheaties, Schrader valve part. I consider those all collectible pieces. But like I said, I was only out there for about an hour. And I've got that whole yard to do. There's probably half an acre of land. And it's all mine to do. There's nobody living in the house. I had permission even when he was living there, so it wasn't like, you know, I'm not night hawking or anything like that. I do have permission from the owners. I talked to his son. We're all good. They both said the same thing too. I asked him, I says, do you want to see the stuff I find? If it's, you know, museum worthy and I want to turn it into the, you know, historical society or anything like that, or if it's notable personal item, do you want me to give it back? How do you want to do this? They were like, just have at it, dude. We hope you strike it rich. Hope you find a jar full of gold coins. I agreed with that theory. I really hope I find a jar full of gold coins. Maybe it's out there. You just never know. But until the next hunt, I would like to thank all of you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Even all my new subscribers that I've picked up from Charlie's last video, where me and Nate dropped our channel names. I know personally I've gained about 15 new subscribers now just from that. And I'd like to thank you all the new subscribers. And, oh yeah, right. This Thursday at 6 p.m., Charlie's going to be releasing his normal, well, not his normal video. It's at his normal time. But this is not no normal video. This is the epic Stealth Diggers video. We had an East Coast Stealth Diggers meet and greet a few weeks ago. There was diggers from Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Maryland, and a handful of us from New Hampshire. And let me tell you, what a week that was. I was only able to make it out on one day, which was that Sunday that I got out. And I've got some footage to release as well. I'm going to be dropping that on Thursday at 6 p.m. It's mostly just the wake-up call. I got there bright and early. I left my house at the crack of 0 dark 30 and got to the shack just in time to wake everybody up. They'd had a rough night the night before, and I'm sure you'll see a lot of that in the big video. Last I heard from Charlie, it's over an hour long. So check that out. I'll be in that as well. But even if you don't watch it for me, watch it for the other guys and for everybody else that's in it. It's just going to be a crazy, crazy episode. And who knows, it could end up on DVD. But that is what is to come for now. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing on this video or any of my other videos or whatever. And as always, swing, beep, dig. Dig it, dig it, dig it. Dig it all. And eat your lunch. And enjoy the ride. And live free or die. And doodle doodle dee, wubba wubba wubba. And boozy boozy bop, zitty bop. What else is there? That's what she said. Not in my mouth, you won't. That's all I got. Pardon me? I'd like to... Pardon me?
Yeah, Yeah, I'm up at Conway, now I'm down in Manchester, next to Adam Sandler, but I'll be Woods forever. I'm the new Salinger, cause I could live anywhere, but I choose to live here, the middle of nowhere.